everybody. Hope you're all doing well and good to see you. We're going to continue playing Valheim today. I had a lot of fun starting a new file last stream, but I figured we'd do a little bit of ASMR before we jump into it. How are you? Good to see you. We got Amy. We got Walster. We got Mama Marine. Hey, yo. God, Neo. Good to see you. It's been a while. We got Adam the Iron. Randy Baby as well. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving and now just have some time to chill and relax. The white balances make me quite red. Okay, it just shifted. I have like an automatic white balance. My Thanksgiving was good. I made quite a bit of food. So I was hosting. And let me just try and remember. Yeah, so I made these no-knead brioche buns that were so good. Sorry, my computer fan is going strong since I've got Valheim open. My computer is showing some age, so games pretty much across the board make the fans kind of go nuts. I hope that's not too loud or distracting at all. But yeah, no, Thanksgiving was really good. Thanks for asking. I made no-knead burger buns because my brother and I, we decided we did not want to do classic Americana turkey, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, that kind of stuff. Not that it's bad, but like, been there, done that, you know. 1 second, I'm just seeing if I can just maybe do something about the fan. CPU fan 1 is on 100%. You think it's fine? You kind of like the white noise in the back. You know what, with that in mind, maybe I'm not gonna do anything. That's a good point. I always forget that y'all like background noise in ASMR videos. Here I am like, oh no, there's a sound. Well, my computer fan going crazy. It's a bit of a high-pitched sound. Anyway, but yeah, so I made no-knead burger buns. It was really interesting. I thought I messed them up like 3 or 4 different times. But I grabbed a recipe off YouTube where you make like a scald from like a little bit of the flour. I think some of the sugar. And there's one other part. And then you pour boiling water into it. I don't know exactly what it does, but it scalds it. And then you let it come down to room temperature, which takes about 3 hours. Then you add the yeast, the eggs, the rest of the flour. It had to cold ferment in the fridge for over 12 hours. So I had to start the day before. It came out so good, though. I was worried I messed them up, so I bought burger buns as a backup, but they were actually perfect. I'm not that much of a baker, so I went for a recipe that didn't require me to knead the dough, since my hands always get sticky kneading dough. And I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, you know, but I was really happy with that. I also made 2 pies. I made 2 pie crusts from scratch. And this was actually a suggestion a long time ago that I got from a viewer and member of our community, Zombie Brains on Twitch. I made a Canadian-style maple pie, which, if you've had a pecan pie, it's kind of like that, but using maple syrup instead of like corn syrup. So it just has a strong like maple flavor.
and it came out really good. That was like the highlight. I actually had a Thanksgiving at my place, and then went to some relatives last night, and I had a pie at each. And everybody was complimenting my pie. Let's just say that people were bringing stuff that they got from bakeries, but the maple pie blew it out of the water. But yeah, it's basically a custard with the syrup, eggs, flour, some cream, and you simmer it for a while so it kind of boils down. And you actually have it cold because it solidifies when it's cold. So yeah, you basically let it come to a boil and simmer for a little bit. Then you pour it into the pie crust, right into the oven for like half an hour, 40 minutes at 325. I think that was the temperature I baked it at. Or maybe it bakes 400. No, I think the bread was 325. Anyway, not the point. But it came out so good. And yeah, so we also, for Thanksgiving, my brother wanted to do Fuddruckers style Inferno burgers. And I've had enough turkeys in my life that I was like, let's do it. I don't want to roast a turkey and have it be all like dry and flavorless in the center and need to like drown it in gravy. No shade to those who like turkeys, but I'm sure for all the Americans here in chat, you could probably relate to the fact that sometimes turkeys are not the most appetizing part, even though they're like the highlight of Thanksgiving. But yeah, so he brought pico de gallo that he made. I actually, when he got here, we made our own ground beef. I had some chuck roast beef that was cubed that I just got from the store, to make stew with. The reason you make stew with chuck roast is it's one of the more tough cuts of meat. It's got a lot of like muscle and connective tissue. So typically you would slow cook it so it becomes really tender and just like pulls apart with a fork and shreds really easily. But instead, we threw it in a food processor and turned it into ground beef. And the food processor will, of course, also break down the muscle and everything when it gets into ground beef. So yeah, and then we made smash burgers, and we put some chipotle mayo, some pico de gallo, then the burger, some cheese, and a little bit more of the sauce on top. And my brother also made fried jalapenos. It was so good. It was so good. I was basically in a food coma for an entire weekend that I'm just now coming out of. And then last night when I went to my relatives, they also didn't do a traditional like American Thanksgiving. They had a big spread of a lot of different like hors d'oeuvres and appetizers. So we had like a little bit of like a small pizza. It was like part margarita pizza, part just I think part like sliced pepperoni. I don't know. It was like pepperoni in rectangles, not the circles. So I think they like cut them up. We had a lot of different crackers and cheeses. And then they made butternut squash soup and tomato soup and these big grilled cheeses, and we dipped them. And so that was also different, but that was also really good too. Wait, really? Turkey always looks so good in movies. It does. Movies make turkey look really good. But, I mean, a well-made turkey by somebody who knows how to make one can be really good. But a lot of people do not know how to make them right. And, I don't blame them because, baking or roasting a whole bird at once in an oven instead of like pieces, it's hard to season it because you need it to be seasoned so that the seasoning like penetrates the meat deep in, so it's not just on the surface. So a lot of people who end up like buying a turkey from the store the night before and then just like just baking it just like that, they end up under seasoning the meat because they think that's a lot of salt on the surface. It is when you first season it, but then it dry brines and the salt like penetrates into the muscle fibers, tenderizes the whole thing, makes the whole thing more flavor. Well, more intense flavor. But a lot of people see the amount of salt you put on and they're like, oh, we probably don't need that much. But I remind you, you're putting that much salt on because it's an entire turkey. You're not just doing like one turkey breast or one turkey leg. So I know a lot, like, well, people see the amount of salt and pepper you would need for like a steak too. And they're like, I don't know if we need that much. So I think that's why turkey tends to at least be a little like flavorless when you get to like the white meat. But I have actually had, as you're saying, Amy, turkeys that are really good, really tender, and really flavorful throughout. Those are the ones that have been like brined or marinated before they got roasted. The one thing I haven't done, though, is made or had deep-fried turkey. Some Americans, maybe not just Americans, like to deep-fry their turkey in a big, like, well, a big pot, a fry pot, I guess. And I've seen too many videos. I've seen too many videos where people burn their whole house down. So I am not going to try that. But if somebody I knew made some, I would happily try it. But yeah, the problem with that is people try to fry a turkey when they've never deep fried anything else in their life. And they don't understand the concept of displacement. You don't want to lower a whole frozen turkey into a full stew pot of oil, because what's going to happen, you're going to put the turkey in, the oil's going to come out, hit the fire that's heating it up, and then cause a fire. I've seen too many videos of that happen. Really, the safer way to do it, there's two ways. Well, they're not like, they go together. Common sense isn't in style. True. Also, thank you, by the way, for the subs. Amy, Randy, Xavier, and thank you for the bits, Captain Organic. I appreciate that. But really what you should do is put the turkey in, then put enough oil so that the turkey has enough oil. Then take the turkey out and see how much oil is there when there's no turkey. And use that amount of oil rather than putting way too much in so that it overflows. The second thing is just cut the burner when you're lowering the turkey in so that, God forbid, if some oil splashes out, it doesn't go right into the fire that's heating up the whole pot. But yeah, anyway, I had a really good Thanksgiving, and I'm really happy with that. And then this morning, I woke up at the crack of dawn because I went to a wolf preserve, which was really cool. There were 12 wolves across the few packs. There were a couple cats. There was a bobcat and a lynx, and then there were several foxes. It was really cool, but it started snowing when I was driving, and it was like an hour and a half there. We were there for about 2 hours. And an hour and a half back, and to be honest, I was kind of wiped out by the end of that. So I just, when I got home, I just took a nap for a while. It was very cool. I wish I had more pictures. My phone was on its way out. Sometimes it goes from like 20% charge to dead. I don't know exactly how. I think the battery, I probably need to take the battery out. I don't know if you've seen online people having like old phones where the battery looks like a pillow. I probably need to take the battery out. Just get a new phone entirely. It might explode. It's very American too. But no, turkey is good. For those of you who haven't had turkey, it's, how do I say? Ground turkey is kind of like a halfway between chicken and beef. It's like fattier than chicken, which makes it like more moist, can be more flavorful, but depends how you cook it. But like that's ground turkey. Full turkey, I've had like turkey legs at the Ren Fair, but it tends to be a little bit more like oily, just because it's like fattier, and it gets more tender. Typically, even though I said people tend to burn the hell out of their turkeys on Thanksgiving, usually it's a lot more like moist on like mouthfeel and tender. But yeah, so that was a little bit of my Thanksgiving and weekend. But yeah, I wish I could show you pictures of the wolves, but my phone died while I was there, so I didn't get any, unfortunately. False alarm sneeze. All right, let me say hi to everybody again. Welcome in. If I didn't say so, I'm Happy Robert Joseph. Good to see you. Oh no, you did say something with a white noise. Xavier, Night Sky, Johanna, Pepsi Lover. Hello, Captain Morganic. Good to see you. Superman. Hello, hello, hello. And anybody else who might have wandered in. I hope you're having a good weekend. I hope if you celebrate it, you had a good Thanksgiving, and if you don't, I hope you had a good weekend. Regardless, let's do a few super name traces. I can't believe I've been live for 23 minutes. I've just been yapping. So thanks for hanging out. Robert Joseph said, reached 5 stream streak. 5 entire streams. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, thanks for that, buddy. I appreciate that. Let's do that. Wait, no. Okay, my camera settings kind of reset a little bit oddly. Here we go. Thank you for the resub with Prime, Amy PTT. Thank you for the resub and welcome back to the sub club, Amy. Sub as well. And dear one, thank you as well for being part of this community and all the support. I appreciate you, Randy. R A N D Y Randy. Randy, baby. Welcome back to the sub. Thank you for the resub. Next we have Xavier with the tier 1 as well. Thank you, Xavier. Thank you. C. Captain Morganic as well with the 10 bits. Thank you, Captain Morganic for the 10 bits.
Hey, Alex, good to see you. Talkies, hey, Talkies, good to see you too. Hope you're doing well.
All right. So, I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving weekend, or just Thanksgiving in general. If your weekend was busy, Thanksgiving is not a weekend. I don't know why I said that. we're a little loopy today. We're a little loopy. I woke up from a long nap, so I'm allowed to be a little loopy. I also had turkey. Actually, I didn't have turkey. I just lied to you. I had burgers, and then I had pizza and grilled cheese. No turkey, actually. I was gonna say turkey is rumored to make people tired, so you're just gonna have to forgive me for being tired. But that's based on a false premise, because I did not actually have any turkey this weekend. Curious. Hope you're all doing well. How about we play some Valheim? But yeah, we started a run last stream, and it was very fun. It was very fun. So, let's go back, shall we? Alright, let me see if we can maybe nudge down some of these settings very slightly. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Maybe draw distance. We'll drop down to high. Just so you hear my computer fans going. I haven't even started the game. So, just so when we actually start, it's not going to make my computer freak out. But yeah. I hope you enjoy some chill of Valheim. Let's continue where we left off. We're in Blabtown. Alright, so last stream we started a new world in Valheim. And we got a decent foothold, I would say, in the world. We made a nice cabin here, as you can see. One sec. And we made a nice cabin here. Okay, now I'm like, I want the graphics to be better. We're just gonna put them back up. Hopefully my computer doesn't freak out. I don't think it will. But yeah, we made a nice cabin. Nice little start. We actually trapped a couple of boars, so hopefully they're being tamed right now. Well, one of them is, the other is running around. So hopefully we'll get, boars that we farm, little piggies. So it'll be good on food. We made a little campfire here and a chimney, I guess you could say. Made a chopping block. We defeated the first boss, Eikthyr, as well, which actually was more difficult than I bargained for. I was a bit undergeared, so even when I blocked, I still took a decent amount of damage. Let's see. I'm just gonna go in the boar's pen just to see where they're at. Tameness, 51% tame, 1% tame. Okay. They're gonna need a little more time to just chill. Yes, it's a cozy cabin, right? I love it. It's great. So today, oh, sorry, that was my throat. It just made like a squelching sound. My bad. That was a little gross. We're gonna make some pickaxes. I see we can make 2 antler pickaxes, so we're gonna make 2. Let's see. Let's see. I don't actually have a bow yet. Oh, I have 3 pickaxes. Oh, I mean, I'm not sure what else to use the antlers on, so I guess that's fine. In the past, playing this game, like 1 pickaxe was actually not enough. It would break kind of quickly, so having a second pick is actually not bad. Let's see, I have 4 leather scraps, and I'm gonna need more deer hide to get better armor, because we're gonna go into the Black Forest, and the enemies there hit pretty hard. Let's see, so probably it makes sense to upgrade my flint axe, I would say. Then my club, I could upgrade the club, but I need more bones. Is my game a little laggy? I can't tell. I don't know if it is. I might just be thinking it is. Okay, we'll oh, this is a wood chest. I'm putting resin here. I guess that's fine. It's a wood product. Let me crouch in game so that the boars don't get spooked by me. Alright, we'll put some wood in here. Put our stones in here. Trophies. I'll put the gray dwarf eye in here. I'm gonna make more signs. We'll put the feathers in there. So the top chest is like stones, the bottom one is like feathers, leathers. That rhymes, so we're gonna go with that naming scheme. Kirby 888, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. Good to see you, bud. Alright, we're going to let this burn into coal intentionally so that we can use it to make some signs. So yeah, that's his first stage of cooking, but we're gonna let it go a little bit more. And I think we're going to just chop some wood while the boar's tameness goes up. I'm not sure if I have to be nearby while it's happening. I think they have to be like loaded into the game, but I'm not sure at what distance they become loaded or unloaded. So we're just gonna get some wood here. Hey, Janky Gamer, good to see you. Have a good lurk, Alex. You keep putting off building your castle in Enshrouded. I don't blame you. I mean, building a castle can be quite the undertaking in any game, really. It's gotta be good. Especially if it's gonna be like your permanent base. Or the crown jewel of your settlement, or however you're approaching it. Upgrading the flint axe was a good idea. I can tell I'm doing more damage to the logs, so I'll take that. Eventually, I'll be able to get a copper axe once we mine a little bit of copper, but we don't have that yet, so I can use some of my wood or leather scraps to upgrade this. It's really nothing. Another little thing you can do. So I can't chop down the birch trees. I need a harder axe to be able to actually chop them down. But if I roll logs into them, the logs can damage them. So a strategy to get the birch wood, or fine wood as it is called in game, is to roll logs into the trees. So here, we're going to do a little Valheim tree bowling. It's not the fastest way. Well, kind of got to get the momentum right, otherwise it doesn't work. Dang it, okay. Well, this one already is chopped down. It already ran into something. So we're just gonna do this in reverse. We're gonna roll the birch logs that are downed into trees. I think that should work well. At the very least, you can see they'll bowl down the saplings. Okay, this is not working out. Oh, I did 2 damage. Well, it's good for getting rid of these saplings without having to use my axe, that's for sure. But I think what would be the best is just to chop down a bunch of logs, and from there there'll be more things to collide with. Got a little bit of tree dominoes going. There we go. Okay, we broke one of the birch logs, so we got fine wood, and we got a bunch of recipes associated with fine wood. Golden Dreads, hello, good to see you. It's been a while, hasn't it? Blabius, that's me. How are you, buddy? How are you? Let's see. Good, life's great. How are you, Blab? Doing well. I had a good weekend. It was Thanksgiving, and so I hosted on Thanksgiving Day, which is a lot of fun. A little stressful in its own right, but I made some awesome food, and so I'm happy about that. Today I went to a wolf preserve and I saw some wolves. I saw a bobcat and a lynx, and I saw some foxes, and they're all so freaking cute. And yeah, so I've just been having a good weekend. So thanks for asking. I hope you've, life is good, life's great, so I'm glad you're doing well. Katie, yeah, welcome in. How are you, Katie? I hope you're doing a little better. I know you weren't feeling too great last time, but good to see you, buddy. I hope everything's going well with you. And we got Janky Gamer with the resub. With Prime, 13 months strong. Thank you, buddy. Okay, so we're gonna make some signs here. So what I want to do is put a sign here and a sign here. So this will be stone, wood, stone, trophies, leathers, or leather, wood, stone, trophy, leather, and maybe we'll do 2 more chests, just because you never really can have enough storage in these kinds of games. Let's see. Right there. Two more signs. Okay, so. Oh, dang it! I just smack what I built with the club. Speaking of which, I think last session I accidentally rolled a tree on my cabin, so we're just gonna repair anything that needs to be repaired. I also brought the deer boss over, because I need to repair my stuff, and it definitely did a little damage, but not too much. Okay, And then we'll put another torch here so I can actually read the signs. Okay, so wood, stone. Would it be a good idea to put a torch here? Would that help the signs' readability? Actually, I think it did. So, wood, stone, leathers. Let's say miscellaneous. And maybe equipment. TBD, I could always change it. You're good, pretty sick though. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. Okay, and let's make a little wooden chair here. And what else can I build? I can build a banner, but I need more coal and leather. Maybe I'll make a table here. And we'll put a wood chair here so I can drink and look at the window. Look at that. A big old tree right there. And let's see, do I have any more fine wood? No, that was all the fine wood we got, so we're just gonna put the rest of the wood back in here. We'll put the coal in with the stone for now. That makes sense. Your internet is kind of messed up, so you've been grinding out Dead Island 2 offline. You finally beat the Sola DLC. Only took 2 days. I haven't actually played Dead Island 2, although I played the first one. It was a fun game, and I played Dying Light, which I think is made by the same developers. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I like those games. Sprout's doing well, thanks for asking. We're gonna sleep in-game. Oh, enemies nearby. I hope the board doesn't count as an enemy. Okay, we're good. Flips, TTV, hello. You fall asleep planning your next day's labor, and in your dreams you completed hewing wood, foraging for food, and hunting after The text moved too fast. I had no chance to read all of that. Oh well. Should I move my camera? Because I'm kind of like looking to the left, and I'm over here. Maybe I move it over here. That way it looks like I'm looking towards the center of the screen. Okay, oops. So bad, I woke up and just punched my wall. The second one is much easier to understand than the first one, and there's so much more content. That makes sense. I mean, they have had more time to kind of perfect their gameplay loop. But before we continue with Valheim, I'd love to give a super name trace to the Janky Gamer, resubbed with Prime. 13 months being part of the sub club. Thank you so much, buddy. Oh, and hello. Sprout is here. He's doing good. He's just chilling. He's just living it up. Right, buddy? Right? Oh, thank you. Thank you, little Sprout. He's a good boy. He's just chilling. He just wants to be involved. Oh. Look. Hey you. He's a good boy. Present to you Sprout. Sprouto. Sprouto. He's got such a blank facial expression on right now. Oh. Okay. He decided he's had enough of being held. In his defense, he gets fed in 26 minutes, so he's just asking me not to forget that he needs food in 26 minutes from now. Lord Sprout, yes, oh, great Sprout, Sprouto. I've been calling him that lately for some reason or other. Let's do that super name trace for the Janky Gamer. Thank you for the resub, buddy. The Janky Gamer. T H E the J A N K Y. The Janky. G A M E R. The Janky Gamer. Welcome back to the sub club. Thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate having you here. I think you mentioned a few streams ago that you were playing Arc Raiders. I actually ended up buying it. I wasn't sure if my system would be strong enough to run it. I don't think I could stream it, because it definitely kind of taxes my computer to run, but I've been having a lot of fun with it. It might be fun to do a little community gaming with some Arc Raiders sometime. But yeah, I'm maybe level 10 in game. I got it about a week ago, and I've been doing a few raids. We like raiding. We like raiding here, but it's been really fun. Okay, one of the boars is being tamed. The other is just running around. But yeah, Arc Raiders. Oh. I was back in game and I didn't have the game camera on, so you didn't see what I was doing. But yeah, one of the boars is being tamed and the other one is running around. Let's see. How did the tameness continue progressing overnight? Let's see. 7% tame, 99% tame. Okay, so one of them is coming along very nicely. The other keeps getting frightened somehow. I was crouch walking in my cabin. They're probably a little close to the cabin, so if I don't crouch walk, they definitely get spooked. You need to finish your expedition prep. Hey, sounds good. I admit I don't think I've unlocked expeditions yet, so I don't exactly know what they entail. But let me say, the free loadout is really good. For the most part, it gets you a lot farther than you might think. MZ's 85, welcome. How are you? Welcome in today. You're doing well. But yeah, I've been running a loadout in Arc Raiders of Pharaoh in the primary slot, with Stitcher in the secondary slot. And if I'm fighting anybody, opening up the fight with the Pharaoh shot, since that's just the heavy rifle or the sniper kind of, at least the one you start with, and then charging with the Stitcher. A lot of people don't expect that. And also the smoke grenades. There's a lot of times where I've gotten out safely from the elevator by throwing a smoke grenade in and then just running to the computer and using it under smoke while I'm being like shot at. And it saved my ass many times. Many times. It's a voluntary wipe mechanic, so don't worry. I'm not exactly sure I understand what that means, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm sure when I unlock it, it'll become more apparent. Alright, so here, I need to hunt more boar, more deer, and I did want to build a like fence around my whole kind of base, but I don't want to just be chopping wood forever. I'll build a fence sometime soon. Aziz says, I'm good, but I've been recovering from the hospital. Got your strength back mostly, but still feel lightheaded and faint since the iron deficiency. But I'm much better than I was. I'm glad to hear that you're healing up well. Sorry again about what you've been going through, but hopefully you're kind of at the end of that. You've been doing guy liner. You love it. It looks so cool in my opinion. Hey, awesome. I've done guy liner a couple times for my Ren Fair and Halloween costumes. And I gotta say, I don't hate it. Well, I hate applying it because I feel like I get my eyes poked doing it, but no, I think it actually looks pretty good. I think that's what it means, Xavier, just eyeliner for guys. But yeah, I've got a bunch of friends. Well, I have a friend, I should say. I went to school for music, so a lot of my musician friends, depending on like the band they were in, they might wear guy liner. And I think a lot of the times it looks pretty good, as long as you don't go like JD Vance with it. Okay, that's what not to do. But I think it can actually be pretty flattering. Excuse me, Grayling, I'm trying to place a fence, and you're being a nuisance. We're gonna cut this tree down. You go kind of emo-ish with it, though. It suits your outfits. Yeah, I mean, if it's part of the like aesthetic, I get it. I think you kind of have to be a bit like emo or punk to complement the guy liner. Although I'm not really a makeup aficionado or anything, so there's probably other styles that it would go well with too. Sprout kind of looks like he has guy liner. He's a cat though. So he's untethered by societal expectations. It goes well with Batman. True. Very true, actually. I didn't really think of Batman, but now that you mention it, I would definitely agree with that. Okay, we're just gonna extend this fence down here. I need to build a workbench so I can place stuff down here by the water. And let's see, how much wood do I have on hand? Probably not that much anymore, but it's alright. I just wanted to... Okay, that's all the wood that we had. Just enough for like that side of the fence. I'm fine doing it piecemeal though. So a common feature of the extraction shooter genre are wipes, where they reset everyone's stash, levels, etc. back to the start, so that it keeps the player base competitive and resets economy if the game has that. In Arc Raiders, rather than wiping everyone as they appreciate different people at different times of the game, they do voluntary wipes that give you buffs. If you reset where everyone that doesn't want to can continue as they were. Oh, okay. That makes sense. So it's kind of like prestiging in a sense. You reset your progress but get kind of permanent buffs in exchange. I like that. Do expeditions reset your stash size? Because I've sunk a lot of my credits. I think that's the name of the currency. Into expanding my stash size. I ran into some very friendly randoms who were like, "What are you looking for, bro? What are you looking for? Searching for any items?" And I was like, "It's my first day playing. I have no idea what items even exist, so I don't know what to prioritize looking for." So I've just been upgrading my stash and basically holding on to anything that seems useful. But you know I gotta store a comfortable pillow and a rubber ducky in my inventory. I'm never selling those. Those are my precious treasures. Now what's the point of all this raiding if I don't even get a comfortable pillow to sleep on? You get a lot more slots for resetting. Okay, that's good. A lot of people RP too. Keep the pillows for later. Oh, okay. Do you think this fence passes regulation standards? I don't know. I don't know about that. Here, I don't think I need the fence to go all the way there. You kind of hate when people judge you for having mainly female friends. You hate the competition between guys. It gets too toxic sometimes. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And, you know, sometimes I'd say that might be... People might be judging you because they're jealous. I don't know. I'm just putting that out there. But yeah, you know... Dang it, Sprout, what are you doing? Knocking my shit over. No, but yeah, I've had a lot of different friend groups over the years. And I hear you. A lot of guys can be very, very competitive with one another. And sometimes, if you want that energy, it can be really fun. But other times, I notice a lot of people get like mad over like really small stuff. And a lot of the times there can be like a lot of like egos kind of butting against each other and things like that. And so I don't blame you. I don't blame you. A lot of my guy friends are like, kind of like performatively competitive in a way where if like the vibe of the group is competitive, then a lot of them like kind of like hype it up and become more competitive too. But if it's not competitive to begin with, then a lot of times they don't necessarily do that. I think one thing I've noticed with a lot of my guy friend groups is they tend to like mirror the like vibe of the group more. Which can be fun, but sometimes, how do I say, you don't really get to know them outside of like the specific thing you're doing. And with like female friends, I feel like I get a better idea of like who they are just in general. But that could also be just individual personalities. Oh, I got a bonus mushroom. We'll take a bonus mushroom. they're secretly jealous and want to try makeup. They're jealous you can pull it off so well. There you go. There you go. RTP plays. How's it going? How's it going? Guys just don't accept me doing my shenanigans, and they hate me doing makeup, painting my nails, and any sort of alt thing. They just hate it. I get that too. I've definitely... one thing I will say is, like, whenever I've told guy friends that I do ASMR, I'm like, oh, like somebody will bring up a stream, because a lot of my friends IRL know that I stream, so some of them will sometimes be like, oh, I popped in the other stream, I didn't say anything, but I watched for a little bit. And I'll be like, oh, cool, thanks. And some, the typical response is like, oh, you stream? What game do you play? And then I'll say, oh, I don't really do too much gaming. I actually stream ASMR, and part of the reason I do is because it's like an umbrella of a kind of label. A lot of different things can pass for ASMR as long as they generally are relaxing, right? And then with my guy friends, a lot of the time it's like, but why ASMR? It's like, and the tone implies that there's something kind of wrong with it. Not necessarily. Like, they're not, like, offended at the idea, but there's, like, a part of it that's like, but why are you doing ASMR? Like, I don't know. I don't think they're, like, feeling challenged by it, but there's definitely a certain kind of vibe to it. And a lot of my female friends are like, oh, sweet, you do ASMR. I think part of the reason the guys tend to react, like you said, Janky Gamer, ASMR is definitely still kind of like a fringe thing, I imagine, and a lot of people associate it with like the more kind of like sexually charged ASMR types, like ear licking and that kind of stuff. And when I tell them, I basically just like whisper into a mic and do relaxing sounds. They're like, oh, okay, that's chill. So it's like their first assumption is one of a more like risque, kind of spicy kind of content. Oh well. Most people need reasons for you to do things. I think it's just how people are raised. Oh yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, like if I tell my guy friends, for example, oh, when I first started streaming, I didn't really go anywhere. My channel didn't grow, so I switched to ASMR to experiment with my content, and it started to get more reception. Then they're like, oh, okay, I get it. But until like they get that piece of it, they don't like understand, I guess, the appeal or whatnot. Oh well. Thankfully, once they like get it, they don't like really bother me about it at all. Not that they would, but yeah, that's kind of like some of my experience with like some of my male friends versus my female friends, in regards to like my streaming and how they like react to it. Sorry, you went and did something. What happened while I was gone? We're talking about the gender wars. No, I'm just kidding. Not really. I mean, kind of, but we're just talking. And I'm just running around exploring the meadows, hunting deer and boar. I've got a little bit of leather. I also want to find honey. I haven't found any honey yet, and I must make the bees happy. But yeah, no, we're just kind of chilling, having a nice just chat. I'd say nothing important that you missed for sure. Okay, here we are. Here's the Black Forest again. Oh, here's a copper deposit. Okay, let me mark this. Copper. That'll be good to know. So when I actually start mining, I'll have some places to go to. Speaking of hunting deer, you saw nothing last weekend. Not a single thing. Most action you got in your blind was a squirrel running around. Oh man. I've never been hunting, but I hear that hunting is 99% waiting, 1% actually hunting. Although I've always thought it would be fun to like try bow hunting. I did archery in high school for a quarter, and I'm not an amazing archer, but it was fun. I'll say that. I'm glad there's serviceable console commands in this, and Shredder needs creative building ASAP. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, when I was making the world, I noticed there were world settings I could change, and I could make it like creative mode and things like that. I appreciate that, because when I first played, I felt like the game really needed a creative mode. There was also a thing with the portals where you couldn't transport metal through them, which I know is very controversial with the community. I see they added a setting so you can actually teleport anything through the portals. Because I think there's an argument to be made for either side, whereas like immersively, it makes sense. They want you to like be voyaging throughout the world and exploring, go on your boat and stuff. But on the other hand, if you die halfway across the world, it can be very discouraging. And if you can't get back to your body, and have to like scrounge up stuff to like do a voyage again, that can definitely kind of kill or run. So I'm glad that they kind of added a setting for that. And I'm getting my ass handed to me. There's so many great orbs. Go away. Go away. Okay, I'm gonna run into these burial grounds, wherever the entrance is. Okay, let's go. Oh god, there's so many. I can't go in. Oh, okay, we can go in. Options are key. No real excuse to not let people decide how to play. Exactly. I was gonna say, I know people had clever workarounds for it anyway. Like one of the things I saw people do, they would just make a separate world, put all their metal stuff in a chest, they'd join the world that they're playing on, teleport, log back out, go back to their like pocket world that had all the metal stuff, and just grab it there. So people just had workarounds from like day one with it. So yeah, no reason to gatekeep things like that. And there were definitely mods too that just enabled that same exact thing without having to have like a clever workaround. And I think it was for the best that the Valheim devs kind of caved on that. Because like I said, I could see an argument for both, right? Like being able to just teleport around. Sure, it does reduce the immersiveness. I could see and agree with that. But at the same time, what does the immersiveness have like a cost to fun? I would say it certainly can. Oh god, there's a big boy. Okay, I've never seen this enemy before. Okay, I need to go. It's dangerous in here. It's dangerous in here. Hamburger indeed. Treasures lie below. Delves and dungeons can be found across the 10th world. They are monuments of the past and most often filled with the riches of civilizations long lost. Remember to bring a light source. Alright, MCs, thanks for stopping in. I hope you enjoyed your stay, and I hope you have a great rest of your night, buddy. Take care, take care. Okay, there's some tin. We're gonna mine a little tin here. I just want some stone so that I can make a campfire. Okay, I already thought I talked to you about this. What else do you have to say about this, Yugen? You have found some ore. Raw ore needs to be refined in the smelter before you can work it at the forge. To build a smelter, you will need sertling cores. Search for them in the dark places beneath the earth. Alright. Sounds good. Thanks. Thank you. One sec. Oh god. Okay, I definitely need some better equipment to tackle the Black Forest. Both the dungeon and the overworld. It's very easy to get like overwhelmed by the great orbs. Let's see, how does the flint axe do? I've upgraded it once. Oh, okay, that's actually much better than the club. And they don't like the fire, so they're running around like crazy people. But since they're running around like crazy people, it's also hard to hit them. Let's see. Okay, how much is a torch gonna do? Well, the torch actually does a lot of work against them. Flint axe, that was pretty strong. Your internet's down, which kind of sucks. I might be able to hook up my hotspot. I'll probably do something in a few hours. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy blab time. Hey, no worries. I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoy. Okay, let's have some more food, shall we? I'm gonna do a little cooking here. Okay, somehow that one didn't see me. I'm not gonna question it, I will just accept it. I will just accept that. Grilled necktail, cooked boar meat. Okay, I can't eat any more food for now. I'm trying to see if there's a way I can amplify the sounds of weapons on Dead Island 2. It would be interesting to do ASMR with Dead Island. Huh. That is an interesting idea. Foolish skeleton. Place the campfire under your feet. It's an advanced combat technique. That guy doesn't flinch. That guy doesn't flinch. Okay. We're gonna delete the campfire. I only wanted it for a second. Okay, we're gonna put a campfire there. For the same reason. Oh gosh, I'm gonna die. we're running. We're gonna run for our lives here. Oh yeah, that's the thing with trying to use trying to do ASMR in shooting games. The guns end up being very loud compared to everything else, which can definitely take you out of it. Why does it sound like the skeleton smokes 100 packs of cigarettes a day? I mean, they're dead. They don't have lungs, so they can't get lung cancer. So maybe they're just, smoking. Maybe they died of lung cancer, but now in the afterlife, they're untethered. That's my best guess. Okay, we got glowing yellow shrooms. Got a lot of yellow mushrooms. Okay. I've regenerated some health, and this seems like really the only place to go where I can actually find stuff that's valuable down here. So oh man, okay. These rancid remains enemies are tanky. There we go. Did you see the word decaying? Because you're playing a lot of Dead Island at the moment. They smoke their decaying bone dust. That's my guess. That's the good shit. Ouch. Okay. We're just going to close the door on that one. We can place individual blocks in enshrouded, so I just realized that Chateau Blab can be adorned with a sprout. Chateau by name, Chateau by nature, and Cato by nature too. That was bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that one. Alright, being able to parry the skeletons is quite nice. Oh, I parried him but still took a ton of damage. Oops. Okay, yeah, I wanna find that loot, but those skeletons keep coming from that spawner, and I'm just not tanky enough to just kind of fight through all of it. Or I could be tanky enough, but I'm gonna need to upgrade. Now I have bone fragments, so I can upgrade my club. I can do that, which would be very helpful. No, not Cato. Chat is French for cat. Cato. I see. Pardon me, I'm an uncultured American. We don't know these things. We don't know these things. I think being by the fire makes you heal faster. I think being in shelter also does. So technically the entrance to this counts as shelter. Say it like chat. You pronounce chat. Oh. Alright, chat, we're gonna go down to the dungeon. We got this. Alright, 1-star skeleton. I'm coming for you. By that, I'm gonna kill the evil bone pile so I don't get any more 1-star skeleton. Oh! How kind of him. He destroyed it himself. No intervention from me at all. Aha, okay, now I can... Alright, there we go. Without... Oh, Vigvisir for the Elder. Oh boy, the Elder is in the middle of nowhere. Southwest from me. Okay, we got 4 cores. 4 core, and 7 years ago. Let's see, we'll get rid of the deer trophy, the boar trophy, a single piece of flint, and 9 wood. Because this stuff is all going to be useful eventually. Okay, and we'll take some rubies and some feathers. I'm just going to check if there was anything else in this direction here. Okay, that's another dead end, I think. Oh, perfect. You need, I think, 5 cores to make the smelter and forge each. So, that first room only had 4, so I needed a few more, so that was perfect. I'm glad I decided to go back. Blab the Bone Basher. Magical cubes of magical magic. Yeah, I think so. Fire cubes. Just don't call them game cubes, or Nintendo might hear about it and file a lawsuit. They invented cubes, just like they invented spheres. And writing on the back of animals. Nintendo actually invented that. Okay. Boars. I don't care too much about the meat, but I do want the leather. I'll throw away 1 cooked boar meat, so I could get 2 raw meat. I think that's a fair trade-off. Okay, I think I marked this copper, right? Or is this a second copper? This is a second copper deposit. Copper. And here's a boar. Smacked it right in the booty. Erla, hey, how are you, bud? It's been a while. How are you? Let's see. What's the time? 8:43. Once I get back to my base, I'm gonna feed Sprout. It's his dinner time and he's being very polite. He's being very polite. Been ages. It has been. I'm doing well. I hope you are too. This week was excuse me. Was Thanksgiving in the States, so I just celebrated that on Thursday and Saturday. So that was a lot of fun. Dear. Freaking Grey Dwarf, I was sneaking up on them. I'll never forgive you. Yeah, man, great. YouTube going great now. Started playing different games, to stuff like FPS games and Fortnite. Oh, awesome. Glad to hear it. Best of luck. Making any kind of content can be difficult, so, you know, I'm happy that you, still doing it, and it's going great now. Here's a deer. I was gonna say it's unsuspecting. You've still never played Fortnite? I used to be really into Fortnite a while ago. I haven't played it in a while. But, the last time I played was actually before no build mode. And part of the reason I stopped is because people were way too good at building. I felt like I'd shoot like one bullet at a guy and they'd build like a whole freaking fort. Or they'd build like a staircase running up and then put a floor piece and then edit the floor piece so that they could continue going through a tiny portion while still running at full speed. And to me, it kind of broke the immersion for me. I was like, that's like, I think building could be cool in a game like Fortnite. I think it was cool, but like the amount that you could build, it was just so sweaty. It was just so sweaty. So that's why I ended up stopping. Although, even after no build came out, I didn't actually go back. But, I will say I did enjoy Fortnite when I did play it, though. Alright, miscellaneous. We'll put Amber Pearl. Amber, coins, ruby. I'll put the tin with the stone. And we're gonna need to make a charcoal kiln and a smelter. So I'm gonna need 20 stone for that. Let's see, I'll put the feathers and leathers away. I could upgrade my club, right? Yeah. Just takes 5 bone fragments. It's not too much. So that'll be a good upgrade to my combat abilities. What about food? Okay, I've got a bunch of resin still. I still don't have a bow, although I'm not dying to make one. Because the crude bow is like not really that great. I mean, it's good to start with, but I'm at a point where I think I'd just rather skip the crude bow. Okay. Tame is 8%. Oh, okay, the other boar is fully tame. Shift E. Oh, boar loves me. What should I name this boar? You play Slither.io. Nothing like Fortnite, I must say. I've never played Slither.io, but it's like a snake, kind of. I remember playing Agar IO. Name it Bennett? Alright. And Agar IO was about like you're trying to be the biggest blob and absorb the other blobs. I remember. Oh wait, accidentally smacked the ground a little bit. Let's just level it off. Then we'll break this stone here. Be the biggest blab. Blab absorbing the blobs. We are the prime, the supreme blob. It's true. Okay, how many stones do I have now? 16. I thought breaking the big ones would give me more than that, admittedly. But at the very least, I'll just get rid of them so they don't block construction or things like that. Can send you my YouTube on disc if you want to see Slayer. Yeah, sure. If you want to post it in like the self promo chat or something, that'd be perfect. I'll definitely take a look. Excuse me. Excuse me. Bob. Bob is unhappy with the development in chat. So we're gonna level this off, and we're going to make a charcoal kiln, and we're gonna just stuff it with wood. Speaking about stuffing things with wood. Sorry, that was stupid. I'm gonna expand the size of my fence here for the boars. I think it's not big enough. I realized after I already said half that sentence. Thank you, Johanna. I'll be here all day. Blab is cool. Blab is nice. Blab is life. Thank you. Thank you. And you accuse the other ASMR streamers of smut. SMH. It's my greatest shame. Alright. I'm just gonna get rid of this rock. Oh, oops. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Right, let's make the fence. Just a little bit uniform here. Insert this song, Rock and Stone. Every time Blab breaks a rock. We'll be here all day then. We'll be here all day. I think there's a trick where if you put two of those ladders, yeah, you can climb up faster. Although it's a little awkward. Yeah, that's, maybe I didn't place it at the right kind of increment, but that is a tad awkward, so we're just gonna do it side by side. might have picked up their food. So yeah, go ahead. You can take a bunch of berries. Have a whole stack. Hopefully now, it's enough room for the boars, because that one is not really taming. So maybe if I make the room bigger, it'll tame a little faster. I do not miss an integrity system. It's cool. It's cool. It can be immersive, especially early on, but sometimes it can be difficult to navigate. Especially if you want to build like a really tall, like tower on stilts. You can't do it with normal wood. You need to get like the upgraded wood materials. But then if you use the upgraded materials, it's not a really big wood tower on stilts anymore. So I hear you. I hear you. What I'm gonna do, I think, is also make a little roof like that for the stairs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, now we're gaming. Now we're gaming. We got a little awning. Maybe I do this. Maybe we do this. There we go. That's pretty cozy. It's pretty cozy. We're getting cozier, I would say. Maybe I even do that. No, I don't want to put a roof cutting through the window like that. But I think the awning actually does look nice. Then we'll put some cross beams, like so. Oh, that one not placed correctly. There we go. And that one is better. Something about this seems like it's not lining up. So let's do that. I'll connect them to the horizontal beams. There we go. Something about that still doesn't look like it's lining up right. Oh, the wood beams on this side are higher up. Okay, that's a tad awkward. Okay, they're still doing it. Maybe I can change the snapping. Oh well. Oh, it's not connected to the wall. So this was the one that was not lined up right. Oops. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're gaming. We weren't actually gaming before, but now we're gaming. Okay, let's put the cores here too. and the stones. Alright, alright. Hey, Bloodin, welcome, welcome. This is like Minecraft on steroids. Yeah, it's Viking Minecraft. Sprout protests. Do you have something you want to say? Yap for me. He's chatting at me. Yap for me. Oh, Scrungus. Oh, Scrungus. Okay, I'm gonna feed Sprout really quick. It's about time for his dinner, so I'll be right back. Just give me like a couple minutes. We'll do a little raffle. I think we could do a little raffle here. Oh, not a slash command. Alright, everybody, join the raffle if you would like some potatoes. How was the hangover, Blab, after the mulled wine? Do you cope well with hangovers? I don't cope as well with hangovers as I did in college, I'll say that much. I don't really drink that much. It was very good, and I had a lot more than I should have. So I was suffering on Friday. But I'm alright now. Admittedly, I should have had more water. As I was drinking wine, I should have staggered a little water in. But, oh well. Oh well. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna feed Sprout. back. We are back. Sprout has been fed. Does the give command actually work? Yes, I believe so. Sometimes Stream Elements changes the commands, but I think give works. You have to type exclamation give, then the name of the person, and then the amount of potatoes you want to give. Riley the High Roller, welcome in. How are you? Good to see you, friend. We're just playing a little Valheim. Excuse me. A little bit of Viking craft. Let me see. TN Chris, hey, how are ya? How are ya? For when ASMR Minecraft gameplay blab. Rodrigo, welcome in. Good to see you. It's a good question. I don't have a day picked out or anything, but okay, its tameness is going up, and we wanted to name the boar Bennett. Bennett loves you. Oh. But welcome in. I hope you're doing well. No worries about being late or whatever. Actually, you're gonna get detention. You're gonna have to stay here longer because you're late. Sorry. No, I don't know when we're gonna play more Minecraft. That's a good question. I have a couple Minecraft videos in the works from when we played a while ago, a few months back. But yeah, my video editor is working hard. They had some life stuff happen, so they had to take some time off, but they're back at it, so hopefully we'll get more videos of all kinds out soon. The Super Name Trace video is actually done. I'm gonna upload it this week. I just need to get a thumbnail and description on it. But let's see. But yeah, we did that Super Name Trace video. There were like 96 names that we traced for it. I did that live a couple months ago on stream. Just now, putting the finishing touches on it. Yeah, but we'll do some Minecraft soon. I've been working more lately, and just trying to enjoy the streams a little bit more, doing less stuff that I feel like I need to do to grow the channel, and just doing more stuff that's fun for me. So that's why we've been doing a lot more gaming lately. Of course, I love doing like the ASMR triggers and requests and stuff, but sometimes I just want to chill with the game and chat with y'all, you know? But yeah, so hopefully we'll do some Minecraft. Although, I will say, I just started this Valheim run last stream, so I'm probably going to stick with Valheim for a little bit. And I want to try Enshrouded, because it seems similar in a lot of ways, but it seems that in some of the ways that Valheim hasn't developed, Enshrouded has. Like, I think Valheim has been, I don't know if it's still in early access, but it's kind of been doing a lot of, I don't want to say, but it entered early access in 2021. I don't know if it's out of early access yet. And I know the content has been coming out very slow for the game, which a lot of people have gotten kind of pissed off at. And Enshrouded seems to be a lot more actively developed, and like there's just a lot more to it in certain directions. So I want to see Enshrouded to compare the two. And then perhaps we'll do Minecraft, but admittedly that's two kind of big, kind of like survival crafting exploration games. So, no promises, but I do think Minecraft is an excellent game for ASMR. To be certain. Right, what am I doing here? Oh, I think I'm going to get some copper. There's a deer. Get back over here, deer. Get over here. Oh, I'm gonna use a deer Eikthyr power. This lets you run forever. Sprout, did you lock yourself in? He has a little catio, and we put him in when we feed him. But sometimes he closes the door on himself. I left it open for him, but he's sometimes a little silly with it. Alright, that's how the Vikings hunted deer in real life. They just ran them down. Foolish deer. I've come to smack you with this piece of wood. Give me your leather. Aha! We've done it. We've done it. True. There's a bunch of mushrooms here, so I'll just make a little mark of that. I'm just gonna check on Sprout. I hear him meowing. He might have closed himself. Meow. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. That's a Sprout. He's a good boy. You had such a nice Texas barbecue pizza earlier. Ooh. When you say Texas barbecue pizza, I assume it had like brisket on it? Brisket's some good stuff. Brisket and barbecue sauce. Okay. I want to find a beehive. I need to get honey. I must make the bees happy. Foolish deer. Blab, I'm in England. When they say Texas barbecue, it's mostly likely just chicken. You know what? Valid. I mean, you can do good barbecue chicken in Texas. Although I will say I associate Texas barbecue specifically with things like brisket and like baby back ribs, that kind of stuff. Pork ribs, very good. Carrot seeds. Do I have a favorite pizza or topping? Also pineapple on pizza, question mark? A lot of people find it polarizing, but I actually think pineapple on pizza can work. However, it's gotta be in context. You can't just throw pineapple on any pizza and expect it to work, but you pair like pineapple and ham or pineapple and bacon. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Let's mark that dungeon as complete. But yeah, I like pineapple. There's a root blocking this. I think like pineapple and bacon, or pineapple and ham are really good. Also, depending on the type of cheese, I think with like a cheddar, it can be good. We got blueberries and thistle. Let's see. What's my favorite pizza topping though? That's tough. That's tough. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with just like sausage on pizza. I feel like it's a classic topping. Pepperoni is also quite good, but a really good pizza topping is ricotta cheese, just a little clump. They do that on like white pizzas, but you can have ricotta outside of a white pizza on pizza. It's really good. I'm sorry about anyone who likes meatballs on pizza. I've had meatballs on pizza. It's not my favorite. I've always thought that like sausage, pepperoni, or even bacon add more flavor to pizza than meatballs. Although, if it's there, I'll eat it. You know, I won't complain about it, but it's not my favorite. But yeah, meatball pizza, they slice meatballs. So, it's like thinly sliced, like circles of meatball. I've never heard of that. And then, I live in meatball land. It's totally an American thing, I imagine. It's actually a crime against the Italians. But, I just find they tend to dry out when you bake them on pizza. And it kind of, you know, they dry out. It kind of messes with the texture, not the best way. I think the flavor of them is fine, but yeah, it's a texture thing. But yeah, like sausage, I find really good. The worst thing you heard is when your Serbian friend said they have ketchup on pizza. I have no words for that. That's a true crime against the Italian people. You know, meatball, at least you could say like American Italians. It's a very American Italian or Italian American coded thing. Oh, that's a lot of skeletons. But ketchup on pizza. Now, I have heard of ketchup on pizza before. When I was in elementary school. And we had the rectangle pizza slices from the cafeteria. Outside of that, though, I don't think I can get behind ketchup on pizza. It's a little too much. They're playing with their food too much. They're throwing ketchup on it. I was gonna say, because pizza sauce, marinara, vodka sauce, whatever. There's a lot of different tomato-based sauces you can use on pizza that are great. But for me, ketchup is not one of them. It's just too, like, sweet for pizza. I need something with a little, like, spice to it. You know, like a good, like, basil marinara. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just a good basil marinara sauce is great. Or a vodka sauce. Even out of a jar is totally fine. Wait until you travel to Sweden. Oh no. I feel like I'm gonna hate it. If that's what you're saying now. What am I in for? Don't answer, I'll find out. Ketchup on pasta. That's also a pass for me. I don't know if I could don't know if I could do that. Okay, what should I toss for 20 coins? Maybe just get rid of 7 wood. Wood is everywhere in the overworld. So, and it's only 7, it's not like a full stack. Even if it was a full stack, you know, just wood everywhere. So, it's definitely one of the resources I can just part with easily. I'm going to say my opinion on ketchup on pasta is going to be the same as ketchup on pizza. There are so many great, accessible tomato-based sauces that you could have with pasta. Again, a good just basil marinara, perfect for pasta. Very simple. Just saute little onions and garlic in a pan, throw some crushed tomatoes in, and let it simmer for a few hours. Perfect sauce. Or just buy a jar. Just buy a jar of Rayo's. Or Prego. Or anything, you know. Now, if the choice is ketchup on pasta or starve, I guess. But, I don't know, I just can't get behind it. Just mark that as complete. But even then I might actually starve. And, you know, I say this as somebody who likes trash foods a lot. You know, like, I like ketchup. I just would not put it on pizza or pasta. It's so normal here, I think it's weird not having it. Trust me, it's so good in the sauces. I was gonna say, yeah, I could see ketchup being a good component in sauces. Maybe not just out of the Heinz bottle. Pasta doesn't have to have tomato to begin with. That's fair. I'll give you that. A great classic pasta is pasta e olio, or I think that's how you say it, with olive oil and garlic. That's a good sauce. It's just olive oil and garlic is really good, actually. A little, not aioli. Aglio is like Aglio. I think that means garlic in Italian, and olio, Olio, I think is olive oil. Meatballs, pasta, and ketchup is a standard meal to grow up on here. I do like aiolis, but that's not what I actually meant. No, I was gonna say, a classic here in the States of like elementary school food is like sloppy joes, where it's kind of like a hamburger. It's like ground beef, but with a ketchup-based sauce. And they call it sloppy joe because it can be a little messy. Those I do like. So I do like ketchup on stuff. You could compare sloppy joe to just like meatball that's not ball shaped. Sloppy jers. So what you're saying is, if I visit Sweden, you're gonna feed me ketchup on pasta. You know, if I get to go to Sweden, I'd consider that a fair trade. I would endure pasta with ketchup just for that. And I mean, if you're using sugar-free ketchup, I've had a few organic ketchups over the years that I think are different enough from ketchup that they could actually be good. I can conceive of a ketchup that could be good with noodles. It just would not be like Heinz ketchup. But I've had some ketchups that are kind of close to like marinara, that are more like, they're kind of spicy a little bit, seasoned well. Not kind of like the sweet ketchup that we're used to. And you know what? I could see that being good. I'll say that. Heinz the only good one, but European one is better than American. I wonder what the difference is. Maybe less corn syrup. Does ketchup belong in the fridge? It's a good question. I mean, if it's preserved right, then I think it could be shelf stable. But if it's not preserved, then you would need it to be in the fridge. But you know, like hot sauce, for example, is shelf stable all the time. You just load it up with like vinegar. Part of the flavor, but also part of the preservative. And that can be pretty good. So, but with that in mind, I could see, and in restaurants all the time they have ketchup bottles just out on the tables, and they're not refrigerated either. So I could see that. We have some tin, so let's smell that. Let's see. Eggs. Do eggs belong in the fridge? Now, that I know is a difference in the food production standards. Because in America, they wash the eggs, which gets rid of a protective layer of like dirt. I don't know what's fully in the protective layer, but I know that in Europe a lot of times they don't wash the eggs, which leaves them shelf stable, but in the States they do wash the eggs, which strips them of the protective layer that they have, making them no longer shelf stable. So in America you do need to refrigerate your eggs. But in other parts of the world, it's not true. Don't ask me why. I think because eggs naturally have like, you know, they can have like dirt and stuff on them, which makes them look dirty. So people just sprout funny. Can you stop? Can you stop? You're knocking stuff over for no reason. Stinky. He's stinky. What was I saying? But you know what's a good thing? Japanese mayonnaise. I like to get QP mayo. It's so good. It's so much better than like normal standard mayonnaise. It has like a good flavor on its own. It's really quite good. I'm not sure what the difference is, but there's a big difference between American mayo and Japanese mayo. You stand at the prow of a leaping ship, the salt spray. The text does not last long enough to read. That's my major complaint. Japanese mayo is very strange, weird consistency. I can't believe you would say something like this. I thought I knew you. I thought I knew you. Okay, Mr. Boar. What's wrong? What's wrong? 13 tameness? Why is your tameness going so freaking slow? Should I just like stay right here? in this general vicinity. There's got to be a setting that fixes that. There might be longer text time, yeah. You don't like mayo. Oh, a setting that fixes not liking mayo. You want that setting if so. You know what I want people who have the soap gene, which makes cilantro or coriander taste like soap. I want them to have the setting that makes it taste not like soap, because it's quite good. And a little bit of guacamole. It's very good. But some people, it just tastes like soap. And I feel a little bad for them. I feel a little bad for them. Mayo is delicious. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I don't know about soap, but good it is not. You're not just eating cilantro by itself, right? But yeah, a little bit in guac is good. It's good. Your mama has that, but for rosemary, I've never heard of that. But anything that like kind of restricts what foods you can have. Oh man, I feel bad for them. You know, I'm such a foodie. I love foods of like all different kinds, all different styles. So for me, like, not being able to try something just because it like genetically I can't enjoy it. It sounds like, man, give me the DLC for better tasting food. Okay, why is the boar not becoming tamed? Its tameness is going up so slow. I got 2, and one of them is fully tamed, the other's at 13%. I hear them, they're frightened again, and I'm sneaking around, being all stealthy like. It's not working. We tried butter again, and for the first time in 13 years the other day, and nearly threw up. Man, butter's great. I mean, I don't recommend just like taking a bite out of a stick of butter, but it's used in so many different recipes. And like some toasted bread with butter. Very simple. But I feel like sometimes that's exactly like the perfect breakfast, especially on the go. Just a little toasted bread with butter. You just spread cheese on everything and said, hey, that's fair, that's fair. Having spent a couple 100 hours in Enshrouded, Valheim feels like an alpha version. No, yeah, that's what I was kind of getting at before. Like, when I initially played Valheim in 2021, it was like groundbreaking. It was great. And in the years that have come between then and now, I don't feel like the game has really developed that much, you know? Worst thing is going to another country and they have sandwiches without butter? Or the butter tastes so bad. Oh yeah. I was gonna say, cause like, just spreading a little bit of butter on both sides of a sandwich is really good. I know some people use mayo for that. Butter is good. You know, mayo and butter are both fats. So, they toast nicely. You can also use mayo for grilled cheese instead of butter too. Some people like it. I think I prefer butter, but I think mayo is a passable alternative in that use case. Homer Simpson style. wrap a waffle around a stick of butter and just have at it. But the best butter I think I've ever had was from a farm. They had like sweet cream butter or something that was like freshly churned. Oh my god. It was so good. It was decadent. I've never had butter on crackers before, but literally they just spread a little butter on crackers. It was like sitting out at room temperature, so it was like soft enough to spread. And they just spread it on the crackers. It was really good. If I was a kid, I would have like been like gross. Oh, yeah, hard butter, yeah, gross. But no, it totally changed my opinion on butter. You just remembered you saw America has fried butter. What the hell is that? Well, America fries everything, even ice. I think I've seen fried butter. But yeah, I've never had it. I think I would try a bite just to see what the appeal is. Basically, they freeze a stick of butter, then they dredge it like you would dredge anything else, where they batter it. So they dunk it in the batter, and then they dip it in the oil and fry it. And I think basically calling it fried butter doesn't really fully describe it. I think it's basically just like really buttery fried bread, essentially. So if you like fried dough, I think that's essentially the idea, except it's super buttery. I've never had it though, so I can't attest to it. That's just my best idea from like videos I've seen on it and stuff. But yeah, if you go to fairs, a lot of the time they'll fry like candy bars and other things like that. And so fried butter, I think, started out as like a novelty that people ended up liking a lot. Like one thing that they do a lot on like boardwalks is fried Oreos, which are quite good, but not good for you. But I gotta say, I like to have fried Oreos like once a year when I go to the beach. Have you ever had fried ice cream? Yes, fried Mars bars. Very much the same idea, just with a Mars bar instead of Oreo. I've had those before. They're good too. But yeah, I've seen fried milk as well. That one's a little weirder, but I think they add gelatin to milk or something to make it hold its shape a little more. And they do the same thing I described for fried butter. I think that's the idea. And it comes out, I've never had it, but it seems like it comes out on like kind of like fried cheese, but sweet. So not cheesy in flavor, but I can't say I've had it, so I can't actually say. But from YouTube videos where people tried it, that's kind of what I remember them describing. Okay, there's 3 boars. Hey, good guy. Hey, good to see you. We're talking about foods. What's your opinion on mayonnaise and ketchup? Would you ever have ketchup on pasta? Giggity goo guy. As a fellow New Jerseyan, I'm expecting a certain answer from you. No, I'm just kidding. Some people here would consider it a crime. But in Sweden, apparently it's totally normal. Oh, I know what I was going to say. But yeah, so, for example, like I was talking about like sloppy joes, how it's like kind of like ground meat and like a ketchup kind of sauce. That's one way people use kind of ketchup too. What should I say? I know some people will add. I mean, it was just one person I knew in high school, but sometimes they would add noodles to a sloppy Joe. And they'd put some like ramen noodles on top of it. They said it gave it a crunch. I don't know if this is common or just one person who did it though. But that's the one time I've seen ketchup with. Now, would you call ramen noodles pasta? I'm talking about like the instant ramen noodles. He didn't actually cook them. They were solid in the disc. He would actually do the seasoning packet and have the noodles hard like crackers. And Baster says ketchup on pasta is in fact a crime. Some of my neighbors are Italian, and I'm glad they're not here to weigh in. I just eat straight raw ramen when I'm bored. The noodles raw with the seasoning packet destroys your mouth, but it is bomb. Exactly, like, I tried it once, but I felt like I was getting poked in the gums by the noodles. So I never did it. But I knew this person to have sloppy Joe with ketchup and uncooked ramen noodles. It's the only time I've ever seen anybody have ketchup and noodles that I can remember. Psychopath. There are people who looked at him like that. Okay, well, I heard the boar freak out again. What is going on with that boar? What is going on with you? What you even freaking out about? What you doing? The boar realized it's a character in a video game, and it is not coping well. Damn, it's 13%. Giggity goo guy, would you ever have fried butter? I assume you are saying this purely because you're basically ingesting the concentrated flavoring. Eating the ramen raw is not adding flavor here. Oh yeah, the ketchup in this sandwich is what is adding the flavoring to the noodles. Oh yeah, basically everything causes cancer here. Or as labels that describe it as such. So I kind of ignore them. I mean, obviously some things are worse than others. I try anything once, but fried butter sounds like a heart attack waiting to happen. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, I would try a bite of it just to see what all the craze is. I feel like it's basically just eating like fried dough that's very buttery, right? So like, if you like Zeppelis or funnel cake, or just donuts, you know, I feel like that would be a very similar experience. America pumps chemicals into everything regardless. Hence why we have your chlorine chicken ban over. Our chicken has chlorine in it? And probably as part of like the washing process or something to make sure it doesn't have like diseases, but oh man. Yeah. It's sterilized with the, yeah, okay, that makes, it's kind of what I figured. It's better to get your meat from a local butcher shop if you have one. Y'all are probably better off for not having our chicken. How much deer leather do I have? I've just been running around kind of looking for a deer, boars, and honey. I haven't found any honey though. Usually they're in some of these like abandoned shacks. There's like a beehive in them you can destroy and make your own bee box. I hadn't seen any. I wonder if they moved those to a different biome, or if I'm just unlucky in that regard. You were watching Outsiders with a friend when you were young, and it was a guy eating. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. That's a mental image. Could be rice too. Gross. Also, hey Vizzy. Tasty microplastics. Microplastics, yum. We're doomed. Okay. Here's a copper deposit. But also enemies want to kill me. Oh shit, Vizzy, thanks for the resub. Appreciate that. Once I get to safety, we'll do a little name trace action for you. Am I gonna die to poison? I think I'm gonna die to poison. Goodbye, cruel world. I was killed by microplastics and chlorine chicken. I regret nothing. You finished Dispatch today. It's such a good game. I haven't played it, but I've seen a lot of talk about it online. Okay, the bird brings tidings. You're gonna laugh at me because I died to poison. Can't believe this. Oh, I see green hearts. That means the boar is getting tamed. Best TV show you've ever played. Yeah, I've heard it described as like an interactive visual novel. Each time you are struck down, you will forget a small part of your abilities and drop your belongings at the site of the accident. If you wish you were home by now, I'd recommend building a bed wherever home may be. Yeah, I died from plutonium pasta. Oops. So I saw the green hearts that showed me that the boar was being tamed. And then I crouched over here and I heard the boar get frightened again. So this is just a very excitable boar. Tame is 15%, okay. It got a little more tame. I don't know why this one is so easily startled though. He's a stubborn one, for real. For real. Alright, we're gonna sleep. Hopefully his tameness will go up overnight. You dream you are lying on your back in a meadow, gazing upward at the clouds. Your name is nothing. Your mind is free of thought, but there's the text disappearing before you can finish reading it. Oh no, the boar has just been running around in the enclosure all night. Jolly good chap. Jolly good chap, that one. Boar probably has PTSD. Probably. You should play A Quiet Place. They turned the movie into a game and uses microphone mechanics. Looks pretty cool. Oh, that's the one where it picks up on your mic. If you have any input, it'll reflect it in the game. I remember seeing people talk about it. I haven't actually seen any gameplay of it though. That could be fun though. Should I just move the interior of the boar enclosure further away? I could just move the wall back a little bit. I feel like I'm spooking him when I go in and out. But it's hard to tell what causes it to get spooked. Yeah, I heard it just get spooked right now, but I'm sneaking around. So I should be invisible. Maybe it's scared of the weather. Maybe. I'm gonna check its tameness one more time. Okay. 15%. Why can't you be happy like Bennett? He loves me. Why don't you love me, Boar? After everything we've been through. Oh, it doesn't have any food. I must have picked up the food. I must have picked up the food. It has no shelter. Cruelty. Oh no. I've said too much. Be free, Boar. I mean, have feed, Boar. Okay, let's do a quick name trace for Vizzy. Vizzy, thank you so much for the resub with Prime. I appreciate that, buddy. Good to see you. It's been a little bit. We're going to give you a little something called a super name trace. Thank you for the resub. V I C C C C Y Vizzy. I hope you enjoyed this super name trace, and glad to have you back, buddy. It's always nice to see you pop in. Spend some time hanging out with us. Let's go back to the game. There's lots of Z's because that's the sound of you sleeping. That's the sound of you sleeping. Hey, Feared. Far, how's it going? You're good. We're just chilling, playing a little Valheim. We're trying to tame and breed boars, but one of them is just perpetually frightened of something. Not sure why. Hope you're doing well. I just got back from my buddy's house. Sounds fun. Alright, let's get back to my body. Over here. Right next to the copper. The copper. I've been watching Poldark on Netflix. Digging for copper. Came to relax and have fun. Perfect. Hopefully we can get some copper tools. Get some good upgrades to our gear. Things of that nature. Here's some of the loot from the Grey Dwarves. Here rests Blab. Oh, freaking Grey Dwarf waiting for me. It's rude, mister. Let me put my tunic on in peace. Oh no, not again. Okay, I dodged the poison. I dodged the poison. I just need to wait for my health to regen a little bit. Dang it. Oh my god. Not again. No. 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 I just wanted my stuff. I just wanted my stuff back. I can't believe this. The freaking shaman. The freaking shaman. Okay. Okay, the boar has green hearts. That means they're being tamed. They're being tamed right now. OJ called. I didn't randomly got spooked. I didn't even move. I didn't even move when he got startled and frightened. What the hell, boar? What you doing? What you doing? That boar is scared of its own shadow. His special attack is plutonium power. Might as well be. Might as well be. That poison's crazy. Granted, I'm not eating any food. Right? I didn't have any food before I got my body, so I didn't have any health at all. But still, it's crazy. It's messed up, man. Thankfully, we're not that far, really, from our stuff. OJ Colt, how are you? Good to see you, bud. Good to see you. If I can get my stuff back and mine a little copper, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. Alright. The sun's out and it's raining. Okay, the rain just ended. That's good. That's good. And there's 2 boars. Perfect. Can take my frustration out of them. Yeah. Foolish boar. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Okay, let's merge the stacks. I've got too many raspberries on hand. Let's see. Okay, my other stuff was still here. What else was there? I remember it was not very much, to be honest. Okay. Goodbye, dear trophy. We're just going to remove the evidence of those deaths. You know, I didn't die. What are you talking about? That wasn't me. The guy you saw die? Oh, couldn't have been me. What? What? And this freaking Grey Dwarf Shaman. I will end you. I will end you. There we go. There we go. You have to pick up your grave. So did Jack Sparrow run away with it? That would be funny. Like the time you tried to face the final boss on Dark Souls. I mean, when I beat it on the first try, and didn't that's a bear. Hello. Hello. I didn't mean it. Whatever I did, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I promise. Okay. That's a new enemy I haven't seen before. Ah, but can you beat 2 rocks? Foolish bear. I don't think you can circumnavigate this obstacle. Okay, I did like no damage to it just now. Okay, I did 10 damage. Okay, you know, I don't know how much we need that copper anymore. I'll just put that out there. I don't know how much we need that copper. Okay, I mean I can dodge roll away from it pretty consistently. It can't cut down the birch tree. What are you good for? What are you good for, bear? Oh. Okay. Valheim does not want me to get this copper. Valheim really does not want me to get this copper. I didn't think it would do that much of my health, but then again, I did like no damage to it. Although I was able to block it, so. Here we are again. Here we are again. Okay, are bears rare? I've never seen one before. What are you good for, bear? Death. Sec. I love the colors in this game. I don't know why, but they just seem to pop. Yeah, I'm flattened after the bear attack, that's for sure. They're very vibrant. I think the lighting does a really great job in this game. Or the devs did a great job with the lighting and the aesthetics of this game. Okay, hopefully the bear is not camping my body. tried a Bakewell tart flavored beer the other day. What's a Bakewell tart? I've never had one. Oh, that bear is still there. Still there. Still bear. That's rude. That's rude, Mr. Bear. I'll have you know we're in the meadows. And you're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be here, Mr. Bear. Can I get my stuff without it aggroing me? If I'm very sneaky. Oh boy. Come on, just a little more, just a little more. I got my stuff. I did it. I diddly done did it. Okay. Now we're gonna just walk away. Nice and slow. Okay. Okay. Okay, that was a little nerve-wracking. But we did it. Okay, now what I'm gonna do. Now what I'm gonna do, just watch this. Okay, we got some stones. Okay. Maybe it's an English thing, but it's a short crust pastry and a frangipane filling, such as flour, butter, sugar, and eggs, plus raspberry jam, ground almonds, almond extract. That sounds good. That sounds good. Okay. Okay, I've placed a campfire underneath the bear. That actually did some damage to it. Campfires are the best weapon. I don't think it sees me. I don't think it sees me. Okay, we're just gonna let it wander away. Alright. We're just gonna get rid of that one too. Nobody can know my great shame of dying here several times. I haven't died at all. I eliminated the evidence. Oh, it's coming right back. What? No, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't notice me. Don't notice me. What are you doing, bear? Go away. Go away. Go away. This bear's trolling me, everybody. If you break line of sight with the bear, it instantly becomes stupid, yes. Okay. Bear, chill. Please. Please, bear. Please. I will place another campfire down. I will do it. Okay. Can I eat it? The bear? Or the campfire? I think yes to both. Or just the bear.
Chewing on a campfire. You know it. Okay, Bear, give me a little breathing room, man. Give me a little breathing room. Oh. Hey. Hey, that's rude. Hey. Hey, that's rude. Okay, I'm gonna stand by the campfire again. I will make you walk through a campfire. The bear is trying to sneak his way to a super nitrous for real. This bear has no chill. This bear is not being subtle. Is the bear gonna team up with the Grey Dwarfs? They're healing the bear. Okay, that's messed up. That's messed up. Okay, you win. I'm running away. Is the bear gonna follow me to my house and try and destroy my house? I don't see the bear anymore. Oh, Jesus. Okay, the bear saw me, though. Oh, God. Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be like that, bear? No. Stay away. You just ordered an OLED screen. Very nice, very nice. Don't tell me I'm gonna die by poison again after all this. Oh. The freaking bears, man. I thought the walls would help with being safe. Turns out, not quite. Their breath can get me through the walls. Alright, y'all. I'm at the 2-hour 57 mark in this stream. So I think we're just gonna call it here. I think that's a sign. Okay, the boar is being tamed. I see green hearts. I'm just not gonna move. Yeah, 3 hours have gone fast today. And again, I got spooked. Just rage quitting, I see. Oh. I can't believe this, Johan. I cannot believe this betrayal. I cannot believe you would say something like this. It's true. It's true. I thought we'd be able to mine a little bit of copper, but the bear had other plans, to say the least. And, it's very strong. It was a big boy. He hurt a lot. So, you know, we'll try and find a way to deal with it.
dwarves in cahoots with the Grey Dwarves. It's messed up, man. It's messed up. So we're gonna rest as the boar gets spooked again inside the enclosure. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. I definitely did. And this run through has been way less relaxing than I envisioned. But hey, sometimes that's life, right? Sometimes a bear hunts you down and camps your body. I guess that happens in real life too. But yeah, thanks for such is life. Exactly. Such is life. Let's see, what is your tameness at? Mr. Boar. Okay, tell me it's more than 15, please. 18. Okay, it gets like 3% a day. Oh, not the boar too. Not the boar too. But yeah, we're gonna call it here, but thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed your stay. I certainly enjoyed streaming. And today's conclusion is that ketchup belongs on pasta. Johanna, did you send that bear just to take me out? Did you do this? I think you did. Normally I would find somebody to raid to send you to, but admittedly, I'm feeling a little tired, so I'm just gonna end the stream today. Thank you so much for hanging out. I had a great time. I hope you did too. I'll see you next time. I'm gonna try to see if I can fit in a stream on Tuesday or Thursday outside of the usual schedule. I'm not sure exactly when it will work out, and no promises, but if I don't say anything, of course, Wednesday will be the next stream, and then Friday after that. But if I'm able to do one on Tuesday or Thursday, I'll let you know in the Discord, alright? Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed your stay. I certainly enjoyed streaming. I've been having a lot of fun with this Valheim playthrough, and damn, that bear was tough. I don't even know where it came from. It just came running out of the woods just to destroy me. So we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. That definitely seems like a mini boss of sorts. Very scary. Very true. And with that, have a good night, y'all. The cabin is looking more cozy, though. And we made our smelter and kiln, so we did make good progress. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. I'll see you soon. Take care now.